Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Ultra Realism. And we are going to start planting today. We got to get everything planted. I have an entire list I'd show you, but I don't have the camera running, but I have a list. I know what I'm planting. And it turns out we have 33 fields right now. 33! I don't think I've ever had that many fields to worry about. That's crazy. But, let's see here. I want to repair you. I want to customize you. I mean, we've been running with the wide tires, but I think we're going to have to run with twin wheels for doing planting and stuff like that for better flotation, better pull, and it's only $4,000. So, I think that's going to be our best option here. Should make it drive a little more interesting. We can always take them off, right? Not a big deal. Yeah, it doesn't turn very well anymore. That's okay. We can, however, refill this. And I don't remember, did we have seed and fertilizer from another planter somewhere? Oh, this one only takes wheat, doesn't it? I don't think it takes fertilizer, because we didn't want to get anything bigger because we knew we couldn't handle anything bigger. I think that was the story. I'm still looking to see if there's any seed anywhere around here. I don't see any. Which this doesn't always work. There we go. When you're in a vehicle. But we made that work. So we're gonna have to get some bags of seed here. 4, 5, 6, sure, 7 of them. They're almost in the way of everything, but that's okay. We'll fill her up. We're almost out of time for the day, but I felt like it was important to get going. So, depending on what we want to run here, let's see here. Selecting seed is with Y. We don't want to do wheat, barley, or oats. We could plant canola. We could plant soybeans. Actually, no, we can't plant soybeans because it is not warm enough. See, soybeans, corn. But we can plant canola, of which we have plans for canola. So we have it set for 75, 76, and 87, which I know for a fact are the big ones down here. But I also have canola going in, I feel like somewhere else. No, that's the only spot. Well, I guess we're heading over to the big fields. Actually, I feel like we should probably fill up with fuel before we go over there, because we're kind of low on fuel. I was thinking about doing sugarcane, but that's going to take a bigger investment to get to that point. Not much manure left in there because I took it all out as much as possible. Well, this is filling up with fuel. I'll show you the map. It's kind of interesting how we ended up doing it. I think I can get in here okay. Yep. So if I go under here and here, go to the nitrogen. So things are pretty good. You'll notice this field got greener and the hay fields got greener. Simply because I was spreading the dry manure on top of the liquid manure. Basically doubled it up. So there's a lot of hay here for us. This one I didn't get a chance to do because I was running out. But that's okay. I think we should work out pretty well. This tractor is big and turns ridiculously now. But I think it'll work better. If we get it stuck, we're gonna be in huge trouble. So let's not get her stuck. I think I can make this turn, right? I don't know why I went through there. I just decided to go through there. We've got bags of seed that we'll have to move at some point. We're just kind of laying things all over the place. Get to watch the cows on this side, that side. Walking underneath, although I have yet to see one walk underneath because I haven't got the timing for it yet. But it'll happen at some point. So we are going to be planting numerous crops this year. I'm specifically going to be planting soybeans, corn, sunflowers, and canola. We've also got wheat, barley, and oats growing as well. Oop, I was going to say that's one of our fields, but that's an oats field. Got a very big one at that. Alright, so this is one of our fields right here. And it's a big one, and I think our goal is just going to be start on the back side and just start working, you know, forward, across. And we'll see how far we can get. I want to get this stuff planted before starting the hay, if possible. Or what we'll do is we'll eventually have to probably stop what we're doing, cut the hay, and then start planting again and just kind of get ready for it, I think. I think we're going to want to overlap it here as much as possible. We're going to set do O-shaped turns, I suppose. I don't think we're going to run a headland. We're going to see what happens. We're going to let him turn maximum if possible, because he won't be able to turn that far. We're doing left side as first. We're doing straight like normal. Turn the planter on. Drop the planter. And then hire our AI. And let them start rolling and hope for the best here. So power-wise, we're doing okay. Slippage-wise, we're only at 23% slip. So it looks like we're maxing out power here, 9 miles per hour. I think that's about the maximum the planter can run. If it can go faster, I mean, 9 miles an hour is pretty fast. We'll be able to get some work done here, for sure. Not a huge amount tonight, because obviously we're running out of daylight. Oh, we gotta go to the other map here. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of passes to get there, but that's a big field, and that's gonna be a lot of canola to plant and to harvest, just like we got these other ones too. I mean, it's gonna be interesting trying to get everything harvested. Luckily, a bunch of this stuff is set up early. So, guessing like midsummer will be okay. Oh, I never noticed there was a town up there with a church. That's really cool. Something in the skybox, basically. Another one over there. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to let this guy roll, and we'll see how far we can get here in a day or two, because we're also going to have to start cutting hay here pretty soon. And, I got a new item, a new piece of equipment I want to use for that. So, I'll see you guys in a little while. Sunflowers are now officially going in. It is late spring, day 9 of spring, which means we got to get some hay going here pretty quick. I really wish I had a second tractor, because there's a lot of fields that we need to plant. And if we look at this, we're planting a little bit up here, We still got all these guys to go, and all these guys to go. Yeah, we got these guys planted and these guys and this, but it's not a lot. This took a lot of time. And a lot of it's running with this corn planter. At least with the weight on the front, the duals, this tractor handles this corn planter so much better. No more wheelies. That's a huge plus. Let's see here. I think we'll get you out. Unfortunately, one guy's in the truck at the shop, and that doesn't really do us much good. But we're going to take a delivery here, if possible. So we got to start cutting hay, is what it's going to be. And that's what it's time for. So I want to utilize this guy. This is a new piece of machine that I added. I want to see how it works. We're going to buy a brand new. We need the head to go with it. I think it's going to be in here. Yeah, right there it is. Oh, okay, so the head ended up next to it. Well, now that I think about it, if we go into our garage here, we should have a disc combine that we could sell, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not for a lot, but... And the cool part about this guy is it should turn really well. So it makes it a lot easier. Plus the mower's out in front. I really hope we can connect this. Well, it doesn't seem to require me to hook up the hoses, I guess. Oop, gotta get used to the steering here. See, I was thinking normally it should be the front tires or what's doing the driving, and it changes how much power goes to what wheel. And the backs are just kind of like casters, you know, they swing wherever they need to go. Well, this guy, it's actually the rears that are doing the steering, which is kind of weird. How tight does it steer? Just to there? I mean, that's still really tight. It's nice. But at least this way we can cut hay and we can plant at the same time. Because pretty much once the sunflowers are done, I'm going to start planting corn right away with that guy. And then we'll finish up with the soy after that. So let's check this guy out and see how it works. We gotta go. So it's not. It doesn't think it's on, I don't think. There we go. We attached the power takeoff. Apparently the hoses don't work. Does it work now? Yep. So there was a power takeoff underneath there that I couldn't get to. Right there. Yep, there you go. She's a-running. We'll lower it down here and we'll start cutting her, and it moves really fast. Which is a huge plus. Right now it doesn't want to steer. That might have something to do with the traction. And if that's going to be something that happens, that's going to be an issue. But we'll see how this works. The fact that we can go 13 miles an hour and cut is absolutely amazing. So yeah, it doesn't want to steer very well when it comes to the corner. Like I said, that's probably just an issue with the traction because of the mod that changes, you know, grip and all that kind of stuff. We'll see here how much power we got going up this hill. Still 12, 13 miles an hour. It's going to be awesome. We're also going to get, I think, a different rake. Because I would like, now that we got a big baler, or round baler, I would like to be able to consolidate the rows a little better. Although this has got a good path, but I'd like to be able to put big rows together basically and really try to make this more efficient. Turn there was pretty good. Oh, it looks like he's done planting the sunflowers. So let's switch that over to corn. So I think I'm gonna have to take, I'll just make one pass around the field here, and then I'll switch that over, because obviously I can't hire any sort of a helper here. It doesn't work. That's okay. I don't mind doing some of the stuff by hand. Honestly, there's so much stuff that you do by hand when you're dealing with this type of work, it seems, the way this map's going. Just because you're better off doing it by hand. We could probably remedy that with the helpers, make them a little more efficient, a little quicker, if we put a base station up. Alright. So it definitely works really nice. I didn't actually look inside. There's not a lot to it. Not a lot of controls put in. But it's very, very tinted. So let's shut it down. And when I'm talking about a base station, I think it's in miscellaneous here. Oh, charging station. Yeah, so there is, I guess those are the only options. There's a building with an RTK unit, and then there's a shed with the RTK unit in it. I don't think we need the shed, so I think we can just get this base station, which is pretty small. I don't like it there. We should put it in a place that makes sense. We could put it over here, but we need to turn it around. How does that work? Rotate this way. Oh yeah, so what it says, it provides a better GPS signal. This helps your AI helpers to drive more precise and do their work faster. It means that they're also going to have much better control over their inputs. So they're not going to use as much fertilizer. They're not going to use as much seed. It's going to be better off for them. Looks like he finished it right up to the edge. So we marked this down on my page while I'm apparently driving into nowhere. And let's see here, 35. 35 is going to be corn. So let's move it over to corn. We should probably head over there. So we got sunflowers growing there. That was done yesterday. This was done today. So that's why this one is planted, the other one's growing. Yep, this field right here. Doesn't look like we have any trees in our way. So we shouldn't need any sort of a headland. We're gonna start on the right side, which is correct. We got corn. We got fertilizer being put on. Start the planter up. Oh, might help if we were on the back attachment and not lowering the weight. There we go. Get some corn going. And then I'm going to keep cutting, and I'll let you guys know how I like the new mower, or haybine, however you want to call it. Well, it may not take a wide cut, but I'm starting to really enjoy cutting hay with this. It's working really nice. The only thing I had to get used to was making sure I get the swing down at the headland here and go back in. But for the most part, it works pretty well. That over there was because I decided to hire a worker and see what he would do, and he struggles heavily. So a worker, a helper, definitely will not work. And my corn planter's out of corn. I knew that was coming. I've been slowly planting at the same time. It's worked really well to actually be able to plant and cut at the same time. Because, I mean, you can see it's taken me most of today to cut this hay. And that's a day of planting that I basically would have lost if I was still using the tractor to cut. So by having a self-propelled version like this, makes a huge difference. Now we're still going to need another type of rake, a bigger rake I want to use. But I'm not sure we're going to get that this episode. Because time-wise, we don't have a whole lot of time left in this episode. So it might be beneficial for us to start raking and baling next episode. And, well, besides, I don't want to rake this until it's ready to be baled. And that's going to take until at least tomorrow. Probably tomorrow morning, if not tomorrow afternoon, depending on the weather. The fact that it's sunny out. Although the sun's going down. I mean, it's not going to be up forever. But that definitely helps to speed it up, even through the night, I've found. But there's a lot of hay here. Like, there's going to be a lot of bales for us to bale and a lot of bales to pick up. It's going to be kind of crazy. This disc vine got really, really dirty. I just realized how dirty it is. So it was nice and clean before. It is not anymore. It's kind of like the line along the lines of the baler, a little square baler that we had. Which reminds me, well, we got enough, I think we got enough square bales now, but we will have to make sure that we get enough square bales for our sheep as we continue on. Because I do want to use the small square bales for them. Yeah, one last little pass up there. And we'll have all the hay cut for the first set here. Spin it around. It does slide a little, so it'll be ready for it to basically overshoot where you're turning there. But the speed that it cuts is definitely a big bonus. I think that's the part that I appreciate the most. Well, with that, the hay is all cut. See here, the hay's down. You can see the rows. I was planting corn here. Ran out of corn, so I'm going to have to fill that back up. Depends on the field. If I know that the trees are not going to be in the way, I generally don't run a headland like I am here. But if I know the trees are going to be a problem, then I will run a headland. And sometimes I change it midfield if I have to. But as far as where we are with things here, these two fields here are going to be soybeans, so they're not planted yet. This one's going to be soy, this one's soy, this one's soy. These two are hay, obviously. These two are going to be corn. So for the most part here, we don't have a whole lot left to plant. But I want to get the corn in. So 60, 62, 63, 60, no, 60, 61, 62, 63. So those 4 fields are going to be corn. So we got to get those done first, and then the soil go in last. My hope was to get the corn planted before the hay was ready, so we could be done with the corn planter, and then just go into hay and then soy after that, but we'll have to see how this all works out. Put it there. I need some bags of seed. I'm actually out. There we go. Well, the corn planter doesn't use a whole lot, but uses about half a bag. But at least gets us going again here. I guess it is a little bouncy in the front, but not too bad. Oh, I was watching the map instead of the tractor. It rolls really easily with this. You gotta watch out for it. Oh, we just wrecked our tractor. No, it's all good. So I'm just gonna get, I'm gonna say this guy, but it's me. This is Benchy. I'll get this guy planted again. Continue where he left off, hopefully here. Let the lights come on. Bring this guy home. But we got a lot of our stuff planted, and I'm excited about that. And we got hay down, and we'll have to take care of the hay in the next episode. You can see how dark it is in here because it's so tinted. But I guess you'd probably only be using a disc line like this in the daytime, so I guess it would make sense if it was all tinted. Doesn't look like there's any glass behind me. But with that, guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy. Ooh, a little rough here.